Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWitt.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill,
and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala and Jill DeWitt.
Hey there.
Welcome to our show today. In this episode, Jill and I talk about land investing. Land investing? There's no hacks or no tricks, and there's no secrets to this. But we will tell you exactly what we think it takes.
All the secrets and the hacks. We're going to share them here.
Yeah. All the secrets and all the hacks.
And the secret counties.
And the secret everything.
Yeah,
secret personality types.
Oh.
Before we disclose this wealth of secret information.
That's right.
Let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landacademy.com website. It's a community and it's free. And spoiler alert / boredom alert.
Boredom alert.
This question is lengthy for a reason.
Okay. I was wondering here. All right. Brian Moore asked, so I'm working on my first mailer and it will be with Letterstream. Great. Our people. When you use the template that is included in the learning materials, you get a message that your mail to and return addresses are not where they need to be for the window envelope to show them, and you need a cover sheet.
Right.
No big deal, right?
This is part PSA, by the way, public service announcement.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, turns out the cover sheet is 12 cents a page. You're only paying 49 cents per mailer. That's a 25% surcharge for poor formatting.
Poor formatting.
Do yourself a favor.
Poorformatting.com.
Do yourself a favor.
I got a call from the owner of Letterstream on this. That's why.
Oh, that's why we're doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, oops. Okay, do yourself a favor and upload a one-page sample PDF just to see where the windows align and change your letter accordingly and save that money.
Thank you, Brian.
Jack and Jill did a lot behind the scenes. Thank you. To get this fantastic deal for us, I'm sure. Don't blow it on formatting. I can upload my template where it fits, if that helps anyone, but basically, make your company name the letterhead and move customer service to the line reference number is on, and then move the reference number to go below the address. What a nice, thank you for fixing this. Enjoy the savings, mail more, people with the change, profit. That's
mail more people.
Yeah. So Brian outlined the problem. Correct me if I'm wrong, and then they gave a solution for everybody.
That's why I chose to have our people copy and paste this question. We cut right out a success plan because that's how we roll. That's how our people roll.
Yeah.
You know what? Collective 70%. I'm proud of you. 70% of the people in our group are killing it, and it's because of this attitude. And they're both. He's sharing information with us. He doesn't look at it like a competition situation. He provided the solution.
Exactly.
And he wants to
help everybody.
He wants partners too.
Exactly. So because you know what, this comes back to our template mailer was how many printers ago that we've evolved to now. I mean, because we keep finding better ways to do this, and better companies are faster and cheaper, and so it makes sense it would evolve.
Letterstream, there is no higher tech bulk mail company that we've found, and we've scaled. We've looked everywhere. So for the price, okay, there's higher tech places that'll charge $1.50 a unit.
Yeah,
but
we don't want to do
this
that
for the price of a stamp. So all you have to do is to have a little bit of patience, work with their online tools. We're actually developing our Land Academy as land investors our own tool to tie into that through an APIs to make it even easier. So while this was a lengthy question, it's not as hard as it sounds is my point, especially for you really smart people that are with us.
Do you want me to reread it?
No, because I think that you can go back.
Look at Brian's posting.
And I think I think you can hit the rewind button. What do you call it? What do the kids call it these days?
Oh my gosh.
The back button?
I think so.
Or the forward button?
I don't know.
When we were kids, you hit the rewind button because the tape would go back.
Rewind.
And when we were really little kids, there was just records. You had to pick the needle up.
And then when it'd skip and you had to put like a dime on it, remember that?
A dime?
Or a penny. Did you ever put money on it to keep it from skipping and hold it down? Never mind.
Make it heavier? Oh, right on the needle itself?
On the thing to hold it in.
No.
Remember Techniques? Techniques used to be top. Is that company even still around? I'm really
Man, we could
dating.
do a whole show on the stupid stuff we did. Yeah, we were forced to do. And at the time, we thought it was the best.
Oh, my gosh.
This is the greatest, cassettes.
Oh,
This is the greatest
my
improvement
custom
over records.
cassettes was
God,
awesome.
I'm glad I was born at this time in history. They have cassettes. Did you ever say that to yourself?
No.
Man, and then you get a phone in your room.
Yes.
You get a phone in your room, but it's still tied to your parents' phone. It's
Well,
not your own phone number.
My phone in my room, I had my own phone number, but it had a 50-foot long cord, so I could take it throughout the house. Because heaven forbid you miss a call.
God, I wish I had a video of some of this crap.
That's so
If you have
good.
a question or you want to be in the show, reach out. Yes, we are going to do a show today. Reach out to either one of us on landacademy.com.
Oh my gosh.
Today's topic, land investing. There's no hacks or tricks or secrets to this thing.
What?
It's just reality.
Oh, come on. There's
It's
got to
right.
be a
It's
secret
like
county.
running every other business.
Oh, come on.
Only you make a lot more money.
Isn't there a list somewhere? There's one list I can get from somebody really cheap and just run with that.
You
I'm
mean
being-
yeah.
I'm being sarcastic.
Here's where you get all the secrets. we're not going to unless you give us $150,000.
Right?
We're not going to tell you the secrets.
Exactly.
If you want to get it cheaper than that, go over to the Land Geek. He does it for $100.
You're silly. No, I was gonna say though, there's no hacks, tricks, or secrets. You have to work at this, by the way.
Yeah, you have to be organized, relatively intelligent. You have to know what Excel is.
You have to not be afraid of trial and error.
Yep, you're going to fail at this.
Yeah.
Now's the time to tell that story.
Which story?
The neighbor girl.
The car?
Jill and I went to,
Oh.
You want to tell it?
No, you said it.
Jill and I went to a dinner party last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, it doesn't matter. And it's all, where we live in California, it's all tight. It was a party where we all walked to, it was that close. And so one of our neighbors, one of the kids came over and said, we were talking about driving and getting her license because she's just about ready to get her license. And I said, all of our kids gotten inside of 2 months, gotten a good car, a good counted car accident.
Wrecked something.
Yeah,
Everybody's okay. But just
nobody got
wrecking
hurt,
cars.
Because that's what you do when And I said, so everybody now everybody's listening to us. And I said, please raise your hand if you wrecked your first car or your second car. And everybody raised their hand and went back to what they were doing.
Yeah.
And she was horrified.
Yeah.
I said, you will wreck a car.
Yeah.
So make it count.
Poor
Get a
thing.
big car. The first one you get a big safe car, put your seatbelt on.
Exactly.
Do all the crap that my dad told you I did that I never did.
Be
But
ready
you'd be
for
smarter
it.
than me. And so what I took away with this is this. You're going to fail. I
Yeah.
told her.
You are
she's
gonna make a
You are
mistake.
going to fail. You're going to get in a huge car accident. And she was just almost in tears. So you got to... It's silly to walk around and say it's all beautiful.
Yeah.
And the sun shines out of your behind.
No, that's true. Oh, it does.
Did you get a good look at that sometime?
I know, I meant right now. Because from this angle in the sun, it looks like it's reflecting off your ass.
Oh my God, Jill. Now you have to put a PG rating on this thing.
I couldn't help it.
You can't say that.
Okay, sorry.
If this is going to be this kind of episode,
Oh, sorry.
I can say stuff to that.
Sorry. I just had to say that.
Here's a hack. I don't
right.
even know what that is. I think it's so funny. The kids say hacks.
Yeah. Do they?
Yeah,
Is that not a 50s term?
no, hack is past the millennium term.
Okay.
Here's the REI hacks. Real estate investor hacks.
Oh, that's true. Seth's younger than us. He uses hacks.
It's a trick. Yeah, like that. Kid Seth Williams' age.
There we go.
You say it.
Okay, there we go.
Hey, we had Seth on the show. If you want to watch it for the public, on our call, by the way, listener/viewer, it will air.
Our
this
weekly
weekend.
member call?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's all video and
you're gonna
audio.
put
It's
it-
all in the public.
you're
It's already
gonna-
processed and everything.
Oh, what video?
What video?
There was video of the call?
Yeah, the screenshots.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So, anyway, my whole point to this is that you want to know some tricks? Here's the trick. Learn how to process data. It's not, I don't want to sound like your father, it's not all about buying and selling land. Like in the Karate Kid, it's wax on, wax off for a while, and then eventually you get to the karate. When your head's right, That's what this is.
Oh, that's
learn
good.
about data and how to process data and APN schemes, and learn to scrub data.
It's good.
And you will, and learn how to utilize mail and mail merge and all of it. There's no other place you're going to go to that's going to be that's going to be easier.
Exactly.
The learning curve is going to be shorter and smaller with this.
Right.
Like Jill says sometimes, though, you still should learn how to drive a stick shift, but you don't have to buy a car with a stick, but you should learn how to drive one.
Mm-hmm.
You just should.
Exactly.
So that's
good.
a hack / trick / secret.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about this data. It's not about the real estate itself.
It is.
I did a blog one time, and picture this. There's 3 row houses next to each other. I don't care if it's East Coast, West Coast, and one is fallen down. It looks like it's got, the roof is half burned out. The next one looks like it's never been updated at all. And probably some old people live there. They probably paid cash for it or bought it for $30,000. It's worth $3 million now. And then the third one is completely renovated and awesome. And it's turnkey, ready to move in. Your favorite songs playing on the stereo and on the inside. Which one would you rather buy? Which one do you think is cheaper? This is a shell game.
Yeah.
This is like the shell game. I bet you have an equal chance of any of those 3 being the cheapest, but you will never know unless you send all 3 of them an offer.
Exactly.
Because they're not going to decide to sell it to you because it's fallen down, or because it's not updated, or because it's totally renovated. They're going to decide to sell it to you because they have a really urgent need for money. So mail everybody.
Exactly.
That's a secret and a hack.
That's a good one. That's true.
Secret hack and a trick. That's the trick.
Exactly.
There's no tricks or secrets. It's just common sense.
It really is.
What you're looking for is a circumstance.
Yeah.
Mail everybody.
Well, it's interesting. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe people think that it can't be that easy. There's got to be some secret that I'm missing. No, it really can be this easy.
All right. Thank you so much for bringing that up. That's a great point.
Thank you.
It is that easy, but you can't send a letter to everybody. You're going to go broke.
That's true.
So you have to learn how to scrub data and really look for the signs of what, look for the signs within the assessor's database through RealQuest. We're licensed providers. Look for the signs that are screaming, we might want to sell this property. What are those signs?
And it fits your business, it fits your criteria that you're looking for, your acquisition criteria.
Right. A big, huge glaring sign to me is that there's no debt on the property at all. So if they do need some money and they need it fast, they are, unlike property that's really highly leveraged with a mortgage, they're able to make that decision, and the bank's not making a decision for them.
Right.
What a red flag is to me about what not to mail, and Jill's going to tell you why in a second, are back tax properties with a lot of back taxes on them.
Right.
Back taxes and liens and stuff, those are problems. Do you want problems, or do you want turnkey property?
There's a reason why they're sitting there sometimes. I painted this picture to someone recently. You know that house that's all boarded up at the end of the street that's been looking that way for 2 years?
The one that you found when you were driving for dollars?
Yeah, trust me, you're not the first one that's come across that property and tried to reach out and do something with it. There's a reason why. It's all tied up in some legal thing, or no one can afford to take it on right now. I mean, there's some problem.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do that. Pick all the easy ones.
What'll happen is a person will call you back. You send a letter out that says, I'll buy your house or your land for XYZ. Again, using these 3 houses. And the one that's fallen down, they're going to call you back and say, well, you're my angel.
Right.
Thank you for flying down and getting me out of this thing. Here's all these problems.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to hand over all these problems to you because I don't want to deal with them anymore.
Exactly.
And they come with the property. The back taxes come with the property. All the liens come with the property.
Oh, and by the way, the roof is falling in.
Yeah. Do you want that? Or do you want the middle one or the one on the end?
Yeah.
That's either done, or the people are just retired.
Yeah.
And they're moving into a smaller place.
Exactly.
Or the land, they just realize they're not going to use it any longer.
Yep.
So that's the trick and the hack to real estate. This is the way. I was a commercial real estate vice president of acquisition in one format or another in my early career, and that's how I learned all this stuff the hard way.
Yeah.
If you go to LinkedIn and see if you care at all, if you're very bored and lonely, go look at my LinkedIn thing.
There we go.
Actually, go to Jill's. It's way more interesting.
Oh, thanks.
And then when you're sufficiently happy, go over to mine.
Silly.
And you'll see all the silly commercial / accounting stuff that's gone on in the past, where I
Right.
derived all these cuckoo theories.
Because you
They're not
clearly had
theories.
too much time on your hands.
Well, I was just tired of failing.
Yes.
I started talking to people who said,
You know what?
I would love. I'm going to tell a story in a second. Go ahead.
Okay. I would say, Jack, it really is brilliant of you. When you really sit and think about it, I don't compliment you enough, but the fact that you sat there and figured out that there's got to be a better way to reach the people, and you just
Reach the
really
people, man.
reach the people.
Power the people.
And you just really came up with this whole cockamamie, there's a 50s term for you, scheme
I like it.
to fax them back then
Yeah.
and shake out who might be motivated and then reach out to them.
Yeah.
That was really smart. Thank you for saving us all.
We didn't have the quality data that we have now.
Yeah.
I literally typed in like a phone book size database of facilities all over the country, and then we had asbestos to deal with and stuff. Yikes.
Crazy.
Anyway, that's a whole different topic for a different show.
Do you want to tell us your story?
Well, so very, very early in my career, this is in the very early 90s, I was a commercial real estate broker, like full commission, in Detroit. There's no worse place to be a commercial broker, by the way, except maybe Beirut. Anyway, we had a client. It was an extremely large insurance company, and you would recognize their name if I said it right now. So insurance companies, huge insurance companies, invest in commercial real estate because they have so much money. They're collecting all these insurance premiums every month from you and me, and they don't know they have so much money because they don't have any expense offsets because we get nothing for insurance, but never mind. They go buy commercial real estate, and they buy it in portfolios because that's how much money they have, and they want to diversify their risk and the whole thing. So we took on we were a property manager, and we took on a bunch of properties with asbestos and all kinds of stuff, and we were selling those buildings. These are huge buildings, 1 million square feet. It's with asbestos for $5,000. So on the onset of it looks like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do fantastic. No, there's no way. The asbestos abatement on that project would cost way more than you would ever potentially get. So there's 50 things wrong. I know it's a silly story, but there's that property on the end that's fallen down. You just don't want a problem property.
Exactly.
That had it all. It had circumstance. Those people, the insurance company didn't need money. They just don't want the headache.
Right.
So there is an example / an analogy somewhere in the silly story I just said. Find a circumstance through the direct mail and leave the problems to somebody else.
Right.
You're better than that. You don't have to take the garbage. Sounds
I
like an
that.
inspirational thing.
Wow. Wow. We should change our ending here.
All right, you
All right,
change it.
I'm going to do it. Join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information, that's me,
An inspiration, that's me.
to get just about anything you want.
We use it every day to buy property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You are not alone in your real estate inspirational ambition.
And your asbestos abatement.
It's hilarious.
God, how boring was that?
No, that was good.
Was it okay?
Yeah, that was lots
I
of...
always get done with these things. Here's what happens. I get done with these shows, and I'm like, this isn't good. This is the end of our podcast, probably. Like the whole show. Because
that last
they're
one.
so bad. And then, so then I go to produce it. I listen to, after it's all produced, and I listen to it, spot check it just to make sure it's okay. And I'm like, you know what? That actually is okay.
Yeah. Well, I keep getting comments that people really like the more informational ones now and then. So that's not a bad thing. Whenever we do get, I always think, oh, that was dry and serious. But then I get comments that are like, oh, thank you, because I really needed that information.
The best shows, I looked at the numbers recently, are the ones where we interview our members.
Oh.
And not the fluffy, not the interviews where everybody's like, because we have a bunch of interviews scheduled. And I know all the people that we're going to speak with in interview that they listen to the show. And the ones that do the best are when they tell the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I screwed up that mailing.
Exactly.
And then the next one, I fixed it, and it's awesome.
Yep.
Instead of, you guys are so cool. We know we're cool.
Thank you.
We want to hear we want to hear the information, too.
You're so silly.
We know Jill's cool.
Thank you. You're silly.
Jill's
You're
the lead
awesome.
singer.
You're awesome.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and this was the
Cash Flow from Land Show. We are the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land,
for half price just so we can flip it for way more.
and really fast. Thanks for listening.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.